E você não pode perder esse espetáculo que está em cartaz em curtíssima temporada aqui em São Paulo. É o musical Billy e Elliot, que é uma adaptação do filme homônimo que conta a trajetória daquele garoto que tinha um sonho de ser bailarino, enfrentando o preconceito da família, da comunidade, numa Inglaterra machista. É encantador ver esse elenco, que é todo estrangeiro, emocionar o público aqui do Brasil, particularmente aqui de São Paulo, com tamanha facilidade. Ficou curioso? Então roda, BT.
It started in London, and then it became the tour and went to Broadway. And I think once it hit Broadway, it really became famous. And now if you walk up to a person that's lived in New York for a little while and you say, I'm Billy Elliot, then I think that they're really like kind of be in awe, because it's such a cool role and it's a very demanding role. Billy Elliot is a young boy who's trying to dance, but in this community, dancing is a feminine thing and boys just don't do it. So him dancing is like him breaking the rules. So he's trying to do what he loves, but he has to go through difficult stuff with family and friends and his boxing coach. He finds that his dad and Tony don't support him, and I think he knew that, but what I think is the biggest struggle is that his mom isn't here. And I think if his mom was here, it would be a completely different story, but his mom isn't, so he has to convince his dad that this isn't feminine and this is what I want to do.
I play Mrs. Wilkinson, the dance teacher in this small little community.
My character is Michael, and Billy's best friend. I joined with the Broadway cast in 2011. I had 2 months of rehearsal to get into the show.
So I'm the resident choreographer. I didn't create the choreography, I maintain the Peter Darling's work. When they come into the theater, I train the dancers. I lead a team of dance captains that also train different aspects of the show. My principal job is to take care of Billy and make sure he's ready to go, our 3 Billies, to make sure they're ready to go every night.
Each of us do 2 shows a week, and we each do standby, which is if the Billy gets hurt in the show, then the standby goes on for him. But usually that doesn't happen, so it's usually just one Billy does 2 shows, the other Billy does 2 shows, and the other Billy does 2 shows. So we share the role because it's very hard to do it. I had to learn an English accent, and that took a little while for me to get it down. And now I can do the English accent like I can walk. If you want to be my physical prepare was 5 weeks in New York, and I did dancing, I did acting, I did singing, and I did fitness and English accent. And it was very hard to do all of that and still be able to walk, because it's very hard on your body, but I think once you get used to it, it's very fun.
When we get a Billy, we start training him. He'll go to what we call Billy Camp, perhaps for a while, where we strengthen him and get him strong. Then when we start to put him into the show, it takes about 3 months normally to rehearse and teach him the part. And while he's doing the part, I teach 4 ballet classes a week. He'll also have acrobatics, and they have dialect coaches and core cardio, tap classes. It's a very rigorous schedule while they go to school as well. So it's they work very, very hard. They're very determined young men.
It's one of those fantastic musicals that comes along every once in a while because it has a real story and there's this real drama that's going on in the town, but there's also this incredible story about this child finding his passion for dance. So, and the music is fabulous and the dancing is incredible. So I'm hoping that, you know, the Brazilians will love it because it has like a great passion and the music is fabulous. And I think it's phenomenal, and I hope everybody loves it.
It's very contemporary, the style. We go from being very classical to very contemporary. There's a lot of tap dancing, a lot of acrobatics. It's very exciting dancing. It's very unique. When I first started learning the show, it was very difficult to learn. It's very complicated, highly coordinated movement, but it really tells a story. That's what I think is so incredible about the movement in the play. Every movement tells a story. I think what I just said, a lot of it is the coordination of it. There's a lot of different movements that don't feel natural. So teaching many of the actors when they come in, the first thing I say to them, whether they're adult or children, be patient. Be very patient with yourself because the movement won't come as naturally as some of the movement you've probably learned in the past. And that is definitely true. For the kids, especially the Billies, they're sponges. They learn very quickly. In fact, they make me feel very old sometimes because they learn it so quickly. They're going too fast for me. So they're so gifted.
The movie came out in 2000, and Stephen Daldry directed the movie. He's the same director for the musical. So he obviously loved this story and this movie, and he wanted to develop it into a musical and, you know, really make it blossom. So the storyline is the same in many ways, but of course it's musicalized and there's dancing. Everybody dances, everybody sings. So I think they did a fantastic job. It's really, it doesn't always transition great from a movie to a musical, but this time, I mean, you know, it won a Tony Award. It is fantastic. They knew what they were doing.
There's no singing in the movie, but the musical has singing, and there's more interaction with my character, I think, because there's like a whole number with Billy and Michael where they sort of are, where Michael's sort of telling Billy to do what you love, don't do what somebody else is telling you to do.
I think the wonderful thing, the big message of this musical is it's the same old story. It's about a parent, an adult wanting something better for their child. You know, that they probably had hopes and dreams that were dashed. And every parent wants their child to have a better life and to have a passion and to really pursue what they want. And that's what this musical is about. It's about the family against all odds and the community rallying behind this child and, you know, sending him on his way to, you know, find, you know, his happiness.
The big point is to follow your dream and love what you're doing, and don't let anything get in the way.
Starting fashion, trends, emphasize integrity, shake your shoulders, bang, shake your puff, with while the head is long, it expresses itself, but wanting to be me.
Hi, I'm Mitchell Tobin. I play Billy Elliot, and please come to Credit Card Hall to see Billy Elliot.
What's wrong with wearing a dress? Being who you want to be. Oh yeah! Who the hell is it you try to impress? All you have to do is know careless.
Maravilhoso, não? Você viu que fantástico? E como o Mitchell disse, Billy Elliot, o musical, está em cartaz no Credit Card Hall de terça a sexta, olha os horários, terça a sexta às 21 horas. Sábados às 16 horas e 21 horas, 2 sessões. Domingo às 15 e 20 horas, 2 sessões também. Minha recomendação, corra, que só vai até o dia 18 de agosto. Vou te passar um telefone para você ter mais informações. 4003-5588. 4003-5588.